Hello, it's me again. I'm here to talk to you today about the Tesla Model 3. For those of you who don't know, Tesla Motors is a company started by this man, and that is 8.1 billion next to his name. So for those of you who don't know, that is Elon Musk, who, if I'm not mistaken, is something like the 148th most rich person in the entire world. How do you become that wealthy and not have anybody really know your name? Well, you start a little something called PayPal, and then you sell that to eBay for I don't know how many billions. And Elon Musk, after starting PayPal, went on and started Tesla Motors and a company called SpaceX, which is a private space company, um, pretty much just trying to get us to Mars. And I don't mean like a robot, I mean like he himself has said he wants to be the first person to die on Mars from living there. So now that we've gotten past how almost Tony Stark he is, um, right now he has two models, the S and the Roadster. The Roadster is probably the most famous one. You've seen a couple of them on the road, probably along Miami Beach. It's essentially an electric version of a Lotus Elise, which is a lovely car in its own right, but this one's electric. Um, the other one is the Model S, which is pretty much the size of one of the bigger Jaguars. It's a huge car, very spacious, great to drive, but it'll run you anywhere between 90,000 and 120,000. And the Model 3 is trying to change all that. The price is obviously one of the biggest hurdles for the average American looking to be a little more green, if you will. This car is looking to have a price tag of just $30,000, which may seem like a lot of money to the people who buy Scions and Civics, but that's actually a sweet spot in America, in the North American market for cars. You've got everything from your high-end Accords, Maximas, um, Camrys even go that high if you get them fully loaded. Or what it's really trying to compete with is the 3 Series BMW, the Cadillac ATS, the Lexus IS250, the entry level luxury compact sedan. So by getting into that $30,000 price range and being a luxury vehicle, you're going to speak to a lot more people than that high-end luxury $90,000. Now, why is this important? Well, look at what the Model T did to the American landscape. Before the Model T, roads were made out of dirt or stone. There were no real highways connecting all major cities. I mean, there were a couple, but they were small turnstile type things and things like that. After the Model T's invention, not very many years after, you have, the boom of other car companies. You have a gas station on every street corner. We don't really think of these things because that's just what we're used to, but all of this is thanks to the internal combustion engine. This is looking to change all that. This is the first car that does not look like a toaster to be sold and actually be a green vehicle. Completely electric, none of that hybrid stuff. Um, which, to be honest, looks are very important. Little known fact, the SUV was actually created to make men happy, to not have to drive a minivan. Before that, the SUV didn't even exist. So, to give you an idea of how looking and feeling in a car will affect car companies, we created an entire class of vehicle due to the male ego, which I'm not saying one way or another. I love SUVs. I have one. I'm not complaining. So again, no gasoline. You do have to charge it obviously, but it's a lot cheaper to charge it at your house than it is to go to a gas station. And never mind the fact that they're now offering for people on long road trips this fun thing. In a minute and 30 seconds, you can pull into what is essentially an electric gas station, where a bunch of screwdrivers, drills, I guess, will come up from under your car, unscrew the entire battery pack, take it away, throw in a new one in less time than it takes to fill 16 gallons of gas. And at $60, they're trying to get it down to maybe 50. It's pretty much the exact same price as filling a large tank of gas. So for road trippers out there who don't have time to wait, good news. Now, if you do have a little bit of time, you can take it to any Tesla motor company, and they have what they call supercharger stations. These stations are pretty much right now all across the major highways in the country. Each of those red dots is a supercharged station. And by 2015, the country is going to look like it's riddled with acne. There are so many of them. And with that, you can get to 80% of battery charge in just an hour and a half. So if you don't mind hanging out, having some coffee at the Tesla dealer, heading to the mall next door, that's a great way to go, and it's free to you. Um, so like I said, gasoline free. Brand new market of cars. What's there not to love? And Elon Musk is just ridiculous. Even with each new advancement in technology, he doesn't forget the people who've already bought the cars. He will actually send software updates and free battery packs to all current owners of the vehicles. Trust me, take it from the man who wants to die on Mars. And that's about it. Hopefully in 2017 we'll see one of these. I'm definitely very interested, and I think we're looking at the future of cars here. So if you got the chance, you got the cash, go out and take a look at the Tesla cars. You'll be very pleased. People have even described them as almost scary to drive how fast they are. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed.